Chief and Go.
I'm back. It's the real thing this time. What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's cranking? What's good? Happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Back with the Chief and Go. I'm settled now. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this thing for real. I tried to do it from my car on my way home. I got caught up on the road in that DMV traffic. Boy, that DMV traffic is tragic. Like we ain't learned how to merge yet. It's just so many things. And the worst thing is when it's fake traffic. When you sit on 295 for 15 minutes to get right there at Pennsylvania Avenue and it just start going. I guess because this one lane merging in, it just be like nothing ever happened. Or anywhere you at, you be in traffic forever. And then you come to a clearance, no accident, there's no reason for the traffic. People distracted, and it just is real irritating. And there's 1,000 million trillion people that live here. So and counting. So it just be extra, bruh. Just be extra. But I'm in the building. Let's see if Instagram gonna work. No, I think I should have put a new key in there. It's gonna play the old one. But at any rate, oh, it did. It tell me we having trouble. All right, well, forget Instagram. Oh, add it again. Can I do that? Can I add it again? We're gonna do a new Instagram? Oh no, it's the same joint. But how y'all doing? I got this video from Good Morning America. They did a little segment on GoGo today. I haven't watched it. I just pulled it up. So I figured we could watch that together. And I want to talk about some music, go-go music, go-go artists that's releasing music, right? I want to put y'all on to some that y'all might not know about. Some good stuff, some stuff I haven't heard, but nonetheless, there is go-go music, original, cover, live, what have you, out there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna let me do this one. Oh, yeah, they are. There you go. There you go. Yes, indeed. I'm your host, Chiefy, Little Chief, Chief Dog, Chief Rocker, Chief Dizzle for Shizzle for Sheezy for Show. Shout out to the official sponsor of the Chief and Go to Madness, the Madness Connection. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all need to pull up down there and get all that drip. 3641 Leonardtown Road. Madness forever. Shout out to the originators. Y'all the originators of urban streetwear. Go down there and get outfitted with your street apparel. Get real fly. And when you rocking Madness, you rocking with the best, baby. Keep it cranking. Keep it cranking with the Madness shop. We're gonna get this thing started. Like I said, let's see who's up in here. If there's anybody. Because I had a pump fake earlier. I was in the car, I tried to get it going, but I couldn't really do much. You know what I mean? But I'm here now. We still within the hour. So I hope everybody's doing good. Real rainy and messy out there. But let's get to this video first and foremost. Let's get to this video. Indeed. Okay. Ain't sure. What is going on? What is the meaning of this? Heavens to Megatroy even. All right, here we go. Nice little segment from Good Morning America today. Okay. Play.
For 50 years, Washington, D.C.'s black community has moved to the beat of its own drum, proudly embracing and preserving the unique sound and culture of go-go music, born in the nation's capital.
GoGo is truly about the rhythm of DC, the beat, the heartbeat of DC, Chocolate City. It's like no other city. GoGo saved a lot of lives, took care of a lot of households.
The music is all alive, so we are talking to the audience. The audience talks back to us, and everybody just vibes together.
The percussion-heavy genre blends funk, R&B, hip-hop, and Afro-Latin rhythms.
In the 1970s, there are a lot of these Black diasporic music forms that are sort of emerging out of the civil rights movement, out of the freedom, independence movements in the Caribbean. They were really expressing the hope and the possibilities of Black freedom.
It's something tribal about it, the way it makes you feel. It's electric. That's what I love most.
The man credited with starting it all, known as the godfather of go-go, is Chuck Brown.
Chuck Brown dropped that pocket, that beat, the percussion with the drums. Boom, boom, it's like no other beat in the world.
He was competing with disco, and so he created go-go because it just kept people on the dance floor. The beat just goes and goes and goes and hasn't stopped going ever since.
I feel like bustin' loose. Give me the bridge off, give me the bridge now. In 1979, his song Bustin' Loose peaked at #1 on Billboard's R&B chart and is sampled in Nelly's classic song, Hot in Here.
I feel like bustin' loose and I feel like touching you.
It's a lot of music that you like that you might not know was influenced by go-go or that actually has elements of it.
After Chuck, the first wave of go-go sound was shaped by bands like Rare Essence, Trouble Funk, and Sugar Bear, and Experience Unlimited. EU's song was created for Spike Lee's film School Days.
GoGo Museum, may I help you?
Here at the GoGo Museum in DC's historic Anacostia district, Ronald Moten and his staff are committed to preserving and sharing DC's music and culture with the world.
Okay, this twice. Go. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Guitarist Andre Johnson is a founding member of one of the longest running bands, Rare Essence.
We started when we were in elementary school, and we just been able to entertain generations of people. We play 5 nights a week. They're there all 5 nights for years. I love it. I absolutely love go-go. I just do.
Actor and musician Anwan Glover says people like Andre and Chuck mentored him.
They always gave me that chance.
And now he hopes to do the same for others.
I always go back to what Chuck Brown told me. Son, don't let our music die. Keep pushing the music and letting the youth know this is something that we have. This is our music, and we just got to keep it alive and keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pretty good segment, pretty good segment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get that out of there. Oh, Lord. Ran in the back, y'all. That was a pretty good segment, though, you know. Very similar to a lot of stuff that you know, which is cool as long as something's being done, right? Representing. Shout out to Just Persevere Band, my cousin Garland on IG, The Lonely One, sign off. Shout out to you, Rado, the Frenchie, CM Vickers, 2000 Hound, Vix Lifts, baby, T33, baby. 41 The Rock. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Lamar? My man Lamar in the building. Pat. I was supposed to turn these lights off in the back because they just be like two eyeballs, two big, not eyeballs, but like, you know, the demon eyes. Like, see, just messing up my lighting. So yeah, man, that was good. It's a good look, you know what I mean, to be on a national stage. But on that same note, I would like to share this playlist that I have started with different go-go artists, bands that are doing go-go. Because a lot of people feel like or say that there are no originals, but there are plenty of originals. It's just you got to kind of find them. You know, you gotta look for it sometimes, and then it's really like no go-go genre on. Let me find the damn camera on Apple Music or these joints, right? That window, close that window. I got 20 windows open. So you can't find those genres to look up go-go where all the bands will come up. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of look usually under R&B soul, some type of R&B hip hop. That's what I usually put mine under, depending on the content, right? If it's singing on the hook, I might R&B, whatever. So I started making a playlist on YouTube and adding all our artists, bands, and just some of the newer music other than the classics we all know. Clap it up for me. Clap it up for me on that. Yes, indeed. Doing it for the culture. Doing it for the culture, baby. That's what I do. So I'm gonna share that with y'all. And it's like I keep thinking of people to add, leaving people out. But I'm working on it, and it's collaborative. So like, if you know some artists, you can add them on in there. You know what I mean? If you got artists, then you can add them on in there. So this is the joint. I just added a Jam and Jeff, highly anticipated, because that hit me the other day. But this is the joint. It's called New Go-Go Songs / Music, right? Boom. So if you go to YouTube and type that in, this is a playlist. What you got? Rhythm Like This, the new Scooby joint, Scooby the Godson, which is definitely a banger. Ricky, what did I say? Ricky Angles. That was it's time. You know, that's woo yeah from the Huggabucks. He's down there with XO Band. So they have music out. They either come under Ricky Angles or XO Band. They collaborate, right? This joint was the Go-Go Bill. You got Sugar Bear Ali the Great, Slow Mo, Deco. I think that's a Bravo. Yeah, it's a Bravo Red song. So when you look it up, you'll see these bands have usually their own topic, right? You can go and it'll show you. You click on topic, it'll show you the rest of the music. The Killer Cow, Stinky Dink joint with Kendra, 90s Gold. That joint is a banger. Ricky Angles again with Lisette TT from Backyard Two Shots. Whole video to that one. You got Hot Ricky Angles. Check that video out. They got a lot of all stars in there. Yours truly, I'm in that joint. I help with the production on that one. Frank Sears, aka Scooby, Remember My Name. That's Bag of Beats with I Can and Preston Blue and all them guys. That might be a little older, but it's original. It's not, we all know booty call, loose booty, work the walls, the bud, one leg up, sardines. We all know that. We talking about more contemporary. The Crank Crusaders got a joint called Summertime. I believe that's a video. Yeah, that's a video. Take It to the Bridge, Raheem Devon, Crank Crusaders. Chiefism, that's me, yours truly. That's a video. It's called A Good Time. This little twist up remix mashup I did with Tim's and threw Tupac in there over a nice pocket. That's in there. Miss TT. I need a drink, please. Chiefism. That's the whole album from I had like The Good Time, Two-Step Drip, Miss TT is like 4 songs I did during COVID, during quarantine. That's Chiefism with Ro. Got Los and my man Jeffrey Hankins on the production with me on that one. Fire. Los came in. My man Los, Crank Kilos from the Huggabucks to play with Lit. you know, we've been producing together for years. So he came in, gave me some sprinkles on that. Joey, Big Joey, Joseph Dingle did some guitar on there, and Jeffrey Hank is on bass. Absolutely, that's me again. Can I kick it? That's me, solo. Check the recipe. We got Devin Messina, and Gabby Moe. My man Ty on there, running the one on a record. Produced by me, Joseph Big Joey again. Los on there. That's a song we had when we had the recipe band, and you know we just kind of brought it to life. Lil Boogie got You Got It Boogie. You know what I'm talking about? Featuring Sincerely Goody. She just released that. And then Jeff, this is a song off Highly Anticipated, an album he just released super recently, I believe. That's called You Remind Me. But like I said, I'm gonna add some more. But Obsession Band got stuff. Black Passion Band got stuff. It's a lot of music out here. Gabby Moe, Lit Band, right? Live and Treble. Lit Band. Shout out to my family, my Lit family, Los and Black Woodson, and Funk Doc on the bass, and all that, man. So it's music out here. But like I said, you can add to this list. If you go to YouTube and search new GoGo songs / music, that'll pop up. But I will be I will be adding songs to it as they come to me as I get time. But we're gonna make that a strong list. So I just wanted to shout out to them, and can't forget Ali the Great. Okay, we got to give a shout out to my family, Ali the Great. He had he dropped one called Splash a few years ago that did real good. And now he got a joint called Composition of My Thoughts. That's Ali the Great, ALI the GR8. You know, just going to search on all these platforms, you'll find these artists. Like I said, Bravo Reds, Jam and Jeff, Killer Cow, of course. And I'm sure it's probably more. So anybody who know of some artists, go to that YouTube list and you can add the artists that you want to be up in there or what you feel should be in there. And that's how we do it for the culture. You dig. So that part, then Persevere Band, man, got some good joints too. Garland, I don't know if y'all put them on the market, but I used to play them when I was doing my morning cup mix. I would play them joints. They got the Victoria, they got a couple nice joints. 41, the Rocks, they've been loving the Go-Go since the age of 9. Back in 1980, used to hear the band at Fletcher Johnson practicing during lunchtime. Absolutely, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That feedback. 41 Rock on Instagram. Looking at Instagram. So Vic Sliff said, I sold PA tapes for JJ. Oh, for jamming. Okay. Before Mix It Up Music or at Mix It Up Music. I missed them old PA tapes. A lot of NEG tapes from back in the 90s. Good Lord. Man, you hear me? They was cranking in the 90s. Yeah. That's when I came in 91, 92, really started playing. Me and the guys I was hanging with. That's what we was listening to. It's just something about the PA, whether it was Junior, whatever it was. I mean, they was on one at that time. They had came into their own because they started about 88, I believe. And there's something about them tapes, man. Just be crispy, man. Like you know what I'm saying? You get the geeking for them joints. Oh, Apple has a decent library if the bands did an album. Okay. So you'll find a group of albums if they got albums on Apple. If you find it, you'll find that playlist. Well, they might even call it GoGo. I have seen when they had little GoGo playlists on some of the platforms. So it is spread now. Oh, it's right here. Vic Sliff shared it right there. Okay, cool. And when you start playing these joints on like Apple, Spotify, when you start playing, similar songs, they'll start giving you more of those songs and they'll take you to those playlists and you'll start discovering how much music is out here. You know what I mean? Because they'll take you to it. UCB, CCB, of course, TCB, Lil Chris got music out here, Black Alley. Man, we got music. It's just hiding a little bit, and we don't have the marketing, the machine, and the money and the promotion behind it. And then of course the radio, ain't doing much. They giving the RLD Scooby joint a lot of love though, which is good though. It's good to hear GoGo on the radio just in the middle of the day, and not just on the GoGo mix and GoGo hour. So that's a beautiful thing. However he broke through, I'm glad he broke through. Because like in our day, yeah, GoGo was on the radio all day. I mean, mixed with everything else. Gin and Juice lost that tape because Energy covered Gin and Juice lost that tape because life was never the same. Yeah, how about that? How about that, man? I know people sick that they threw that box of tapes away or misplaced it moving because them tapes worth a lot. Or they pop. Try SoundCloud too. Yep. 41 The Rocks. They try SoundCloud too. Definitely. Yes, indeed. The PA tapes was like gold. It's like currency. Well, yeah, that's what we need to do. They say tapes are back, popular again in general. We talking about music like vinyl came back. They say vinyl and tapes are very popular. People probably on eBay buying tape decks, and if you put your music out on tape, especially GoGo, that's a certain context that people could rock with. That's different, and then you could control. You'd be out the trunk again. PA tape when they would play in Northwest high schools. Okay, you would sell ticks and PA tapes. Yeah. What's up, Noah Days? Yes, indeed, but it's out there, y'all. And 41 Rocks is definitely hiding. It is out there. What's up, Chef Sam? 1128. Oh man, I'm 1129. Is that a fellow Sag? Okay, the party on Instagram tonight. Party, the engagement is on Instagram. I appreciate all y'all. Just coming through for another Chief and Go. Yeah, man, MPA tapes. And then over compressed though. Yeah, digital. It's like when it got to that digital realm, that compression took a whole nother turn. And that's just what it is. They don't have no headroom. They pushing a lot of stuff up. And so it's all smushed at the top, the kicks, and where back in the day, it's just like, yeah, let me get a good thump. It don't matter if the meter is going all the way to the top. You feel me? It's like with this digital sound, a lot of that's changed though. Just the nature of what digital is. Definitely worth more than Bitcoin, VIX lifts. Hey, I want to do a whole like open source Wikipedia type joint for PA tapes, and everybody just come in and put the dates. You know what I'm saying? Then people could correct it. Nah, that was 1189 with Benny on it. And then we just have a record at least of all the joints, right? And that way, then we could go look for them. They in storage. You know how they do the storage wars, and they go to the auction joints. Them PA tapes are somebody's storage, somebody's basement. And I know a couple folks who got a lot of them. Speaking of NEG, I know where a lot of them joints sitting, and it ain't Jeff, but I'm sure Jeff got them too. So, but we got to figure out, what we gonna do with them, and they got to figure out what they choose to do with them. Better off the tapes. It's more grittier. Absolutely, you get more of the feeling of it. Yeah, the magnetism of a tape. It's an article with DJ Quick talking about that. How the tapes, the magnetism of the frequency. I guess it's LMF. Is it low magnetic frequency or whatever? However tapes is recorded, right? He was like, yeah, that's capturing so many other aspects of the ambiance of the room, of the situation when you had these tapes. Just the analog is just picking up so much more somewhere in that air. You almost can feel the people where it don't translate the same digital. The analog, baby. Yeah, you know, the PA changed. You got a lot of self-powered, you know, the speakers got their own amps. Where back in the day, you had to have the amps, you know, the effects board. A lot of that is built into the PA board. So, you know, it became smaller and faster, just like everything in life. And, you know, it's going to take a purist where you at, Rio, to go build some 22s and, you know what I'm saying? And you know, at certain go-go's, right? I think it should be a certain go-go where the big band's playing. And look, maybe set the PA up on both sides and bring out them old school systems so some niggas can jump up on the top of the speakers and do all that. Yeah. A shared Google Cloud Drive. Yeah. Something like that, y'all. Let's figure that out. I think that'll be a cool thing. I've been thinking about it, but I ain't acted on it yet. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get Jeff on here actually. I had talked to him a while ago, but it didn't come together. But I'm gonna hit him this week. See if I can get Jeff on here so he can come promote his music and what he's been doing. Jeff got a lot of content, a lot of albums and songs out. He been doing his thing. Yep, picks up everything, Chef Sam. Yep, yep. Yeah, Rio's still around. Rio and Charlie, right? He's like the pillars of the go-go thing, right? Rio, Charlie, and then Liaison was the distribution, right? It's like a triangle. These are the major labels, pretty much, and Liaison was the distribution company. Tap, 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 nigga, tap, bunga, gunga. Absolutely. T3, T33, baby. Where you from? Gotta run. All right, Vis Lifts. Old school go-go was similar to Jamaican sound systems, big time. Yeah, I think that's the origins of hip hop, right? Of course it is. I don't think it. You got Kool Herc, Jamaican roots. Whether he grew up seeing it, I'm not sure about that. I don't remember, but he in New York is in his blood, his family. Yeah, I'm sure he went to visit if he didn't grow up in it. And they had the sound system battles, and that's what they were doing before Grandmaster Flash invented the fader, the cross, that joint, right? They were they were finding the break beats, right? All at around 76, a little before. They would find the break beats in the record and take two records and play one, then play the other one to keep the beat going. And they would have the speakers in the park, right? They'd run a cord in somebody's apartment or have it out the apartment windows in the projects, and they would have parties. And then they start bringing the speakers out, like, you know, like I said, running the power, got generators or whatever. And the kids, you got the b-boys and they dancing and graffiti and all these things kind of formed in the cipher, right? And they started rapping and rhyming and jumping double dutch. All these things was outside. They was outside. And that clash of the sound system, or just that let's play music loud because we love it. Kind of seemed like it, you know, was like some of the births, some of the, you know, beginnings of hip hop. When you look at a lot of the artists, they got Caribbean, you know, they got the island background at KRS and Mos Def and Kool Herc and shit. There's a lot of them. Heavy D, a lot of them is like, I think that's how, boom. And we was in DC and we had the buckets, you know what I'm saying? And the instruments as we got them. Same thing, we gonna plug up somewhere and put our little band together and crank on the basketball court. And our crowd participation, that was our version of what they was doing. They just, the cipher took it. And of course, Russell Simmons, Def Jam, and Sugar Hill Records, you know, they were closer to labels and funding and the people that give funding, right? Up there. And they, you know, they were closer to it, and it took off, and for better or for worse, you know, it kind of took a turn, and here we are back to this music that's owned and operated and can't be duplicated, right? like the thing said, now we back. I think it's coming back to the real thing, baby. All eyes on us. 'Cause you can't AI no pocket beat. Icy Ice with the sound. Hell yeah, man. Icy Ice was promoting too. I didn't know he was doing all the promoting he was doing and dealing with all the artists he was dealing with, like directly. I guess that's how they was coming through the ice box. But I was talking to somebody recently, like, damn. But Icy Ice he did a lot of promotions for us. He would drive us out of town to colleges, and we would be having a good old time with Ice. And we was about to play in Russia. Icy Ice was about to have us in Russia. Y'all stay tuned for the documentary. I'm gonna build on that one, but that's crazy. Somebody had to remind me of that. We was damn sure about to play in Russia, the Hugglebucks. We talking about 96 and something. We are, as Black people, are the most creative. Absolutely. Yeah, everything come from us. Whether you know it or not. Anything good, anything dope, any invention, not just music, not just dancing, not just the athleticism, talking about engineering, talking about, a lot. Pretty much any and everything except corruption and thievery, anything that's not really our forte. We bring stuff to the world to advance and spread love and make it better. So a lot of stuff. And it's Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. Should be Black History Year every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much to learn, man. So many people. They only taught you these couple people in school. Shut up. But it's so many people, man. When you open up a book and you know what I'm saying, the right book, you'll find out a lot, give you power. You'd be like, dang, I ain't know about Queen Nzinga and Mansa Musa and these great people. What's up, Eric? Man, Eric Stevens in the Natty. RIP, say RIP to good brother Mark Canty. Yep, RIP, man. Condolences. God rest his soul. DB, appreciate it. What's up, bro? Sean say, I'm the goddamn CEO. Absolutely. So swag in the building. Yeah, Sean, I'm just trying to, I'm talking about, do a little something. I was on the road earlier. I was on the road, but I'm here. Yeah, 41 The Rock say, yeah, New York is New York and DC is DC, but whenever a New York rapper will come to DC, they better have one of these DC bands with them. Because if not, the show would not be like that. Absolutely. Yep. I remember when Pac and Biggie was coming before, they died and got a little more famous. I liked them. Of course, 96. We talking about 96. Even 93. Remember the Bowie joint? No, it wasn't 96 actually. No, because it was before they blew up. But yeah, we wasn't tripping off. It's like they're going to be at the Sheridan, Pac and Northeast. It's like, all right, I'm going to go after Pac. I'm going to go, I'll try to catch him, but I'm going to make sure I see Northeast. You know what I'm saying? But we love the music. We love the band, man. It's more depth on stage when you got a band. I mean, we grew up in a musical city. Marvin Gaye, Duke Ellington, Dizzy Gillespie. You got Cab Calloway from Baltimore up and down the road. U Street, like jazz, and we grew up in a musical city with rich musical roots. All the way back to Black Heat and the Young Senators and stuff Max Kidd was putting out. Hold up, the punk scene, Bad Brains or something like it's so much history of music, real music that is in our DNA. I think our parents, right? You outside the Haynes Point, Anacostia Park, you just hear music, cookouts, Frankie Beverly and Mays, P-Funk, all that, Confunction, and our parents grew up, of course, like hip-hop parents, the stuff they sampling. But for some reason, and I think because we had basements, houses, we had space and time and a rich music history, even with, I guess, the education. Because New York does too, of course, with jazz and stuff like that. And like we said, hip hop and Caribbean, Jamaican reggae. But some kind of way we took the turn towards the music. Chuck Brown, the Soul Searchers, and like I said, Black Heat, the Young Senators, like a Detroit, right? Like a Motown. We said we want the drums and the real percussion and horns and the, we were more attracted to that, or it seems. I mean, and they found their way through lyricism, right? The hip hop poets and them ciphers. And they're all the elements. They got the tagging, right? The spray painting and the b-boy, the breakdancing and the DJing. That became an art, like our drummer and our Congo players are. They had a DJ that was doing something nobody in the world was doing. So we brought the pocket socket to the game. They brought the turntablisms. And so, and then now we got the Beat Your Feet Kings, and we got more of a dance culture attached. We always had a dance culture. We was starting trends way back then. There's always been dances, the Happy Feet, and songs even built around dances. But that b-boy and breaking, like I said, the movies and the popularity, or the not popularity, the machine that got behind it made it more popular, made it more visible, so people saw that more. And I was just like, we was just in the cut. But all them dudes know that when they come down, they gonna go see Chuck and Essence and EU, Trouble Funk, and they sampling Trouble Funk and Chuck and our stuff and all that. So it's always it's a close relation, but like you said, it's not the same. We just cousins. New York hip hop and go-go is cousins that both are about the same age. But yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Say at 41, The Rock say he remember that show and he was cranking. I love Pac, but and he was just tearing it up back then, man. And he was when skinny rah on top of the speaker. 32, Jeff. Oh man, Lil Sammy. You talking about Lil Sammy? Dig the Hug and Maestro before '88 even. Maestro was holding it down with that Kawhi K4 and the drum machine. Live at the Cap in '87. I was 16. Was you there? Best night of my young life. No, I was about 13 and I didn't make it. I wasn't close to it yet. You know what I'm saying? I had cousins and stuff, but nah, I wasn't. I wish I was there, but hey, I hear about it. I see it. I study it. It's like, okay. But nah, I did not make it. I started going, it was like 91, 92. I started going to see Northeast at D Uniques. That was like the first Thursday every week joint I was going to. I missed triples. I missed Panorama Room, Cherries, and you know what I mean? I came around D Uniques with Northeast, and I was playing with my high school band, and we were Fairmont Heights days, and we was renting out rec centers and stuff like that. But yeah, man, great convo, man. I'm glad y'all joined in because I really didn't have a specific thing to talk about, but there's always something to talk about for the culture. So I think this is good. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna stay on here too long because I'm cutting into my time. 41, The Rock says, yeah, I feels you. You would have loved it. It's all good. Oh, yeah, Triples was like that. I remember Ice Cube got on the stage with JYB. Yeah, and that's crazy because I always heard the tape, and I thought it was from Wilmer's Park, but I think they performed twice, and Yo-Yo was at one. So I don't know if it's the triple tapes. I heard the tape from Triples or the Wilmer's Park, but he came in and say, F you, Ice Cube. I say, F you, Ice Cube. That's the joint. I heard Payback some mother. That's why I always be treated like a god stepchild with my ice. Man, we used to let that joint rock till it pop. Yes, indeed. So I don't know which one that was, but I need that too. I need that tape. But thanks for the company, y'all. And like I said, make sure y'all go check in with Rick in the Bag and the good Universal Madness. You know what I'm talking about? 3641 Leonardtown Road. They keep me laced in the drip. You know what I mean? Appreciate them. Shout out to them, the originators. You know what I mean? The trendsetters. You know, everything that come after is influenced by them. So that's a beautiful thing, right? To be influential, to inspire people. And we got a lot of great companies that came after them. You got your hold up. Hell, we might have to do the back in the day segment for that one. You got what's all the clothing joints, y'all? Y'all remember? Or you? I think it's just me and two people in here. But man, that's a good one. The old clothing joints is crazy. Let me see if I can get my back in the day joint so we get this thing going. Yeah, let's do back in the day.
Remember back in the day? Back in the days when I was. Back in the day when things were cool.
Yeah, y'all, let's do back in the day. So you had Madness, you had DDTP. I know I skipped a lot. You had Hobo, you had We Are One, you had Rugged Wear. Shout out to Kenny. Rugged Wear Warehouse was right across from where our studio was, so we would see him a lot. You had, of course, All Days. Sergio Tacchini was everything back then. And I was too young and I ain't had no money to get. I'm about to get me a couple of them now. And them Adidas suits. See, I was like in Run DMC and LL at that time. When I watched Crush Groove, I was like, okay, I like this hip hop thing. And that's what got me all the way into music and trying to wear 20 hats. But yeah, Sergio it was something about that was so fly. I guess the people made it fly. Who was wearing it with the bamboo earrings? It'd be the chicks with the little Reebok classics, you know what I'm saying? Princess, the Avias, the K-Swiss, you know what I'm saying? With the gold herringbones and all that. But Sergio, yeah. But I'm talking about like local Salviatos and you know, hobo shooters. Man, DDT, Botage, Planet Chocolate City, you know. Now we got yeah, I'm about to get me 41 The Rock. I'm about to get me a couple of them joints, man. It's just them joints is all they just classic. I guess like Moss Brown, right? Like a Moss Brown joint, which I never had. I'm about to get me one of them too. And a Lecoq Sportif. Yeah, okay. Shooter still rocking and rolling. Remember Lecoq Sportif? Y'all remember the Lottos with the little, you could take the logo off, Velcro, and you know what I'm talking about? And switch it out with colors. Theodoras. Man. See, now we getting into just old school fashion, but still, all the same as the back in the day. We talking about the back in the day, the Cornichis and the AJs. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, indeed. Them was the good old days. DDTP. Yep. Yep. I turned into off the hook tattoos. DDTP, the joint was on well, I know one of them was on Pennsylvania Avenue. Hey, am I aging myself? I mean, hey, look, I'm really not as old as my chin looks. But nah, that was it, man. That was the days, man. But just saying, when we talking about hobo and a lot of this stuff, that's where a lot of it started, man. From what I know, I think that they're the first people in the country to be doing like a streetwear line. It was Madness before the FUBUs and before the a lot of that, you know, the Runjo shirt, man. Remember the Runjo? You had to have a Runjo shirt. Where is that? It's on the hat. You had to have your Runjo joint. Shit, matter of fact, the Madness hats that was at the GoGo Live, right? You had the Madness hats, like a sea of them at GoGo Live. Yep. Yes, indeed. Season, baby. I ain't shame. Ain't no shame about it. How J. Cole say. He said I came quick like police in good neighborhoods. Ain't no shame about it. But yes, indeed. Yep. All in you know, gotta pay homage to the madness. And shout out to We Love GoGo and Amontu and what he doing. I was watching the Run DMC documentary, I believe. Run DMC or Sugar Hill. And they was talking to Dougie Fresh, and he had on a We Love GoGo t-shirt. I saw it was a tape. And I was like, a tape? They had mixtapes, but then I looked and they had the We Love GoGo logo on there. So shout out to them. Shout out to Madness. Bringing the bag. Big Ed. Y'all got to go down there and definitely get fresh. You know what I'm talking about? Springtime coming up. And summer gonna be right there. You know, Rick stay innovating with some fresh newness. You know what I mean? I gotta go see him myself. I look at this joint with the payphone. And it's crazy. One day I was at this little joint around the corner. It was the rec that we used to play in. We had a little joint with my family. And there's a payphone in there. I said, take a picture of me on this payphone. Just joking. I hadn't even seen this. Then I'm looking at the picture and I'm on the payphone with this shirt on. And there's a payphone in the shirt. You know what I'm talking about? Classic, 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 baby. That's just what it is. You know? Coincidence or God did. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, you know, it's just always nice quality. Like this joint feel, it ain't like a regular heat press or print. This it's something different. Then he got the stitching on the side with the, you know, can't hold up. Man, I love Madness, okay? I ain't get it as much as I wanted to back in the day. And just none other than I just didn't go up there and get it, but I always loved and respected it. So now that they sponsoring the Chief and Go, that's a beautiful thing, you know. Right. That's why I was like, young. Payphone, I gotta take a picture. Like I said, then I looked and I said, damn. So payphone, that's probably the old Madness number on that on the joint. That's tight. But yeah, man, it got definitely some clever stuff, man. I mean, you know, some creative designs, different stuff, coats and hats and socks and anything you'll need. Men's, women's, jumpsuits, t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and pants and sweatsuits and all that. Think we still working on the website. I gotta talk to Rick and see what's going on. So, you know, we can have a link and then, you know, we can have that whole Chief and Go code. You know what I mean? Bring it all home like that. But yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to Woody. Y'all know Woody got the tapes. So you go down there, you can get your gear, and Woody got the tapes in there too. Right there, 3641 Leonardtown Road. You know what I'm saying? Going down there on a Saturday early or something. You might not want to be in the traffic, but you might live somewhere close to there. A lot of people live out that way. But you know, you got to make sure you don't be in that traffic like I was today. Because it'd be too much, man. But that's what's up, y'all. I'm going to get on out of here. Shout out to everybody. My man Sean Mackay, 41 The Rock. Great crank convo. I should have brought you on here. You know what I'm talking about? But it's all good, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm out of here. Peace, love, and crank.
Chief and Go.